So the missus has always wanted cheese ramen, but not spicy. Just a ramen where the broth tastes like cheese. And where we live, unless you like spicy food like myself, a non-spicy cheese ramen is really hard to find. So I tried making my own, and during the process, I figured out how to make something like a cheese stock. The goal was simple: not a cheese sauce, not a thick creamy soup, and not a stock made from hard cheese rinds. I want something closer to a broth made from cheddar cheese, light enough for ramen, but still packed with cheese flavour. And after a lot of testing, the recipe ended up surprisingly simple. 100 grams of cheddar cheese, 400 grams of water, and 3 grams of sodium citrate. The one ingredient that makes this experiment possible is sodium citrate. It's a type of emulsifying salt that helps cheese melt into liquids more smoothly. You can buy sodium citrate pretty easily online, or you can make it at home using citric acid and bicarb soda. Normally when a cheese melts in water, the fat separates and the proteins clump together. So I ran a quick test. One batch with sodium citrate, one batch without it. The batch without sodium citrate turned more yellow, but that colour is mostly just fat floating on top. The batch with sodium citrate looked a little paler, but the fat emulsified more into the broth, and this version had the strongest cheesy flavour. So this is the method we're using for ramen. Another important thing I learned during testing was that this method only works with semi-hard cheeses. I also tried this with Mercy Valley Classic Cheddar, which is a crumbly cheese, and soft cheeses like Brie and Blue, and none of them behave the same way. This Costco sharp cheddar gave the best flavour and proper protein behaviour. So you're going to dissolve the sodium citrate into the water, then add the grated cheddar. Now bring the whole thing to a gentle boil and let it boil for about 5 minutes. This completely melts the cheese and breaks everything apart. Now turn off the heat and let it cool down, and this is where something interesting happens. As it's cooling, if you stir it gently, the cheese proteins start to stick to each other and form one big ball of cheese solids. This makes the broth really easy to separate. Once it drops under 65 degrees Celsius or 150 degrees Fahrenheit, just strain it out, and you're left with a light cheese broth that looks more like a regular stock, with a little fat floating on top. But the flavour is unmistakably cheddar. To turn this broth into ramen, just add 3 grams of salt, 1 gram of MSG, a tablespoon of cream, and 2 slices of American cheese. That helps smooth everything out and round out the flavour. Then cook a pack of ramen noodles and skip the seasoning packets. Then pour the hot cheese broth over the top, and from there, just finish it with whatever you like. Today I used green onions, a ramen egg, some sweet corn and butter, toasted seaweed, sesame seasoning, and just a little bit of sesame oil for nuttiness. I'm giving this one to the missus, but I've got to give it a try. This really works. A ramen where the broth tastes exactly like cheese, and it also drinks like a broth too. This started as a random experiment trying to make cheese ramen, but it turns out you can actually make something like a cheddar cheese stock that's stable at boiling temperatures, which opens up quite a lot of possibilities. Soups, stews, sauces, pasta dishes, rice dishes, and maybe even a clear cheese consomme. And I might have to chuck that one on the list too.